What do you have on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Ready to go? And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Back there and out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here's your 1. And there's a ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Aaron Judge, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
That's outside, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
1 out, base is empty. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And they'll do it again. Line drive, caught. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Set down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. back here at Great American Ballpark. And today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl.
For the Reds, center fielder, TJ Friedl.
Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Next offering way upstairs. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Batting second.
Here's Ellie. No matter what he does on the field, it feels exciting.
Ellie De La Show, partner, an electric player. No wonder they put him on the cover.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Goldie. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Finding themselves down a run early. They like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. Yankees 1 and the Reds 0. Back here in Cincinnati, stepping
Yankees,
in the long ball threat,
hitter,
Giancarlo
Stanton.
Green back to work. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Green, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slur. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
In the air, left field. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 7th, First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Everything came
Batting
together
eighth,
for him.
left
As a
fielder,
hitter, there's not a
Jason
whole lot
Dominguez.
better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
And here is Jason Dominguez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stevenson makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Reds,
second. Here's the Reds
Tyler
catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Hit on the ground to the right side. Goldie takes it himself and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Next for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. Fastball for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that's down and away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Spencer Steer.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. That one's in there, 0-1. And strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Reds go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1. Ball inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Volpe in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. And another ball. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Junior.
Man at first with one gone. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And now the count is even. Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one way outside, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 so far. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Hard liner. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Bellinger up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
1-1.
Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. That's a strike. 0-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a foul straight back. That misses, and it's 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside low, and a full count now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Gavin Lux stands in now and watches strike one. Lux, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Next pitch is outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Austin Hayes in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Reds down in order. They still trail 1-0. On to the 4th.
Leading off for the
Giancarlo
Yankees,
Stanton at the plate.
designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Strikes him out with 100. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells.
Catcher, Austin Wells.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
On the ground to third. Boots it. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Doubled his first time. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Corrals it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And it's fouled away. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 left for the Yankees. but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the fourth,
Leading
and now
off
the
for
center
Reds,
fielder, T.J.
center
Friedel.
fielder, T.J. Friedel.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Inside,
Nope.
just missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ellie De La
Cruz,
Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
The Reds hitless so far in the game. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Reds, second
Matt McClain
baseman
will hit next.
Matt McClain.
First
Nope.
pitch
Ball 1.
misses.
Count
2 down,
1-0.
nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Inside,
Ball
and the
2.
count 2-1. Foul ball there. Flares it into the outfield and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail here 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
5,
for
John
the
Sciambi
Yankees,
with Chris
third
Singleton.
baseman,
And leading it off,
Oswaldo
Oswaldo Cabrera. Green back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Friedel on the move to the alley. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So the batting order turns over. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you
Now
know
batting,
that, they still
second
drive
baseman,
you
Jazz
absolutely
Chisholm
crazy.
Jr.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He is struck out and he is walked. There's a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A shot to the opposite field. It's 2-0.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. And the first offering is not close. Judge waits. Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. Judge out on the play. And that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And now, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
And that's downstairs. 1-0.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just missed.
2-2 to count.
Good eye right there. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Now, Jake Fraley. First pitch just misses.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the dirt, and it's 3-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he's there with a double.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
One out, runner at second. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fraley, the runner at second with one away. And that one fouled off. And now 1-2. Got him swinging. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
Third
He's 0
baseman,
for 1.
Jamer Candelario.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Runner third. He's safe. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Off the plate. And a count 1-2. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. It's the Yankees 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, here comes Cody Bellinger. Bellinger measures 6 feet 4 inches. 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing. He went. And that is strike 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Sam Mole, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Santillan warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Third time he struck out in this one, and
Now
definitely an
batting,
individual
catcher,
performance
Austin
you want to
Wells.
flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That's outside.
Wells, the next to hit, takes outside. High in the air, out to right. Fraley should have it. Makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the sixth
Leading
inning.
off
Now
for the
it's
Reds,
the DH,
designated
Gavin Lux.
hitter, Gavin Lux.
And there's the strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one is upstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to
Now
show some
batting,
signs of
left
fatigue. So
fielder,
let's see how much
Austin
longer they let him
Hayes.
go.
And now it's Austin Hayes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
And it really looks like these
0-1.
hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Late that time, and it's
0-2.
strike two. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's under it. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, TJ Friedel. 0 for 2 in this one. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Save. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. And now it's even up. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver also getting ready. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That one misses, and the count's full. Ellie De La Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Ellie De La Cruz,
Now batting,
the next to hit for the
shortstop,
Reds.
Ellie De La
This is what
Cruz.
stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Ball one there. And that misses. And the count now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man on second, 2 down. And now 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Two outs. Just off the inside corner, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Three-two now. And ball four, two aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still
Now
has
batting,
life.
second baseman, Matt McClain.
First and second, two outs. Matt McClain now at the plate. That clips the zone. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Tyler Stevenson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Reds.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the
50.
mound, Sam Mole.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's Goldschmidt
Leading
up to the
off for the
plate.
Yankees,
1 for 2.
First baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Fastball for a strike. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down.
Now batting left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2 away.
Now batting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera.
2 down, base is empty. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is downstairs.
Ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets it 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for
We're
New
back
York,
in a new pitcher here to start
number
the bottom of the
63.
seventh. Fernando
Fernando
Cruz.
Cruz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Leading off
Late
for the
and
Reds,
close.
catcher,
There's not much margin for error, but at the same
Stevenson.
time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Stevenson leading things off and takes a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one smacked out to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls around third. He'll score, wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Throw to first. Outside.
Out.
And that's ball 1. Out to center. Bellinger sizing it up. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run
Up
right there. He
next for the
saved
Reds,
extra bases for
third
sure. If the
baseman,
pitcher's his friend, he'll
Jamer
give him a second to catch his
Candelario.
breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jamer Candelario digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
With 2 strikes,
Oh,
may
two,
see
the
some
count.
movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Fernando Cruz gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
They
New
hand
York,
the ball over to a new arm,
number
Tim Hill.
41,
Well, the best
Tim
relievers
Hill.
love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now it's Gavin Lux.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first. And the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Emilio
Now
Pagan.
pitching for the
Just
Reds,
trying to keep this one close
Number
here, and this
15,
is where a bullpen can give their
Emilio
players a chance to fight back
Pagan.
into the game.
Back to the top of the
Leading
order
off
now.
for the Yankees,
Anthony Volpe
shortstop
stepping in now for the
Anthony
Yankees.
Volpe.
He's already homered in this game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Taylor Rogers, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Santillan, the right-hander, loosening up as well. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Chisholm
Oh,
in
that's
now.
out.
Takes ball one off the plate. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one,
Now
both for
batting,
extra bases.
right
Got to
fielder,
feel good
Aaron
about that.
Judge.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Chisholm, the runner at second with one away. Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. 2-2.
2 strikes.
And
3-2.
downstairs. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and
Up
2
next
strikes.
for
Just
the
put the
Yankees,
ball in place
center fielder,
somewhere,
Cody
and you got a
Bellinger.
chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Bellinger in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. counts
Ball
a
two.
little bit low.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 2-1. And we're back.
Leading
Here's the
off
left
for the
fielder,
Reds,
Austin
left
Hayes.
fielder, Austin Hayes.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that
down.
pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, still 0-2. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let
Up
it. I mean,
next for
he
the
could have hit
Reds,
that ball more
center
on the screws
fielder,
than he did, and yet he's got
TJ
nothing to
Friedl.
show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Reds, shortstop,
Here comes the manager out of the
Ellie
dugout,
De La
and he'll make a move for the
Cruz.
bullpen. Tim Hill out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Now
New
a
York,
right-handed arm out of the
Number
bullpen,
30.
Luke Weaver.
Luke Weaver.
Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Inside corner at the knees for a strike. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. It's looking rock solid so far.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Reds go down quietly. They're down 2-1. New pitcher on here, Taylor Rogers.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Yankees,
Giancarlo
the
Stanton
designated hitter,
stepping in now for the
Giancarlo
Yankees.
Stanton.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That misses
Count
the
1-0.
zone, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Scott Barlow preparing to come on if needed. And the 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage
Now
count for a
batting
reason.
catcher,
You're so
Austin
much more
Wells.
likely to get something you can handle. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And the sweeper misses for a ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. That's inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball four, two aboard.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2.
Up next,
Probably could have
for
gone
the
either way in that
Yankees,
spot
first
around the
baseman,
knees.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First and second, no outs. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 3. Not
Ball
close
one,
with
no
that
strike.
one. And that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
No outs, runners at first and second. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. And it is gone. And they tack on 3. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Taylor Rogers done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Brent
the Reds,
Suter gets the call from the
number
pen.
31, Brent Suter.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Suter, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the top of the ninth. Pitch misses there, and a count 1-2. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. Strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And Singy, he started this one off with a bang.
Yes, he did. It always feels great when you can connect with one right away. Certainly a shot of confidence for the entire lineup and a shot to the heart for this crowd.
Just off the inside edge. Next offering upstairs. Just missed. Upstairs outside, that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Chisholm at the plate and takes high there. Volpe off of first with 2 away. Late swing, foul to the left. Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Stevenson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jake
Manager
Fraley.
out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luke Weaver departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for New
Devin
York.
Williams comes on
Number
trying to close it
38.
out.
And I can't imagine
Devin
any
Williams.
save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So up next, Jake Fraley. In there for strike one. Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big time benefit. Up and in, ball one.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And a foul ball. First and second, no outs. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start. Cut out and miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
Now
first
it's going to be
baseman,
Spencer Steer. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. That one almost got him. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch is downstairs. And another ball. That's in for a strike on the outside corner, and the count is 3-1. And strike two.
We got full count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
He came
Now
out of his
batting,
mechanics there.
third
Typically
baseman,
likes to
Jamer
shoot the ball the other way,
Candelario.
but that time, a little anxious.
Reds down to their final out. Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And there's a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this is a higher
No
leverage
balls,
spot,
two
and I
strikes.
love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Williams is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.